Hey Magic fans, welcome back. This is Captain Clyde's MTG News, and I am back again to give you more news, spoilers, leaks, and everything I know that Wizards of the Coast is going to do to you and me because they want our money. So, with that said, before we get started, remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell down below so you know when these videos come out firsthand, and make some comments down below whether you agree, disagree. Help feed that YouTube algorithm so more people get a chance to see the video, help support the channel. I really do appreciate it. Also, in the description below, you're going to see the site, the link to my eBay store. Feel free to go buy you some cards from the box opening videos. Also, there's my email in case you want to reach out to me to have actual real discussions, conversations, or let me know things you'd like me to talk about. So, as we move on today, topic of the day, which is hot and everybody's already talking about it, the breaking news in Secret Layers. That's right, guys. Secret Layer Universe Beyond update came up today. What does that mean for us? You'll notice on there it says posted in news on June 7th, that is today. What does this mean for us? So, what this means for a lot of us is yay, Secret Layer cards. And then for a lot more of us, it means boo, Secret Layer cards. And you may think, well, what do you mean? You can't have it both ways, right? Well, apparently in the Wizards of the Coast universe, you can. Because once again, WotC is doing the old WTO, giving you and me the big C. So, let's take a look at what they actually announced today on their website of what's going on. So, here you have it, guys. This is the little blurb up here. It's on their website. So, it talks about a few months back where they shared news about partnership with Universes Beyond. That's where they're doing things like Walking Dead, Space Marines, Lord of the Rings, all that really cool stuff to bring it into Magic the Gathering. So, to make a long story short, we've talked about it a lot. We've also talked about how much I don't like Secret Layer because of what it is, which is a special product to people who want to pay money in advance of cards that are already in print and not giving other people a chance to get them. So, to give you the basic rundown of this, what they're saying here, if you come down here and take a look, it says create and print versions of the mechanically unique Secret Layer Universe Beyond cards that are set in Magic's multiverse approximately 6 months, the exact time may vary, after they release in Secret Layer. So, in a nutshell, guys, this is what it is. They're going to release a Secret Layer card, and then they're going to release it again so that you can actually get it as an alternate art version that's more playable with the same mechanics inside the actual Magic system itself. So the biggest thing that started this ripple was The Walking Dead and how it really didn't fit into the Magic universe, even though they were Magic cards, they were playable, you could use them in Commander. Legacy, they were really broken. Everybody scooped them up, tons of people bought them, and then they banned them. Smart move. Give me all your money, then I'll take away all the cards you can play with. And not to mention that, even if it is in Commander and some people can play it, a lot of people were upset with them and didn't want them in their Commander games. So even the guys who bought them to play them still can't play them in some Commander circles. So it was a really crappy move by Wizards of the Coast as a whole and just in general. Uh, it was thought out bad, planned bad, executed bad, and then fixed poorly by basically just stealing everybody's money. Now, with that said, you might think to yourself, well, how are we going to get these sweet Secret Layer cards if they're going to reprint them, right? Well, are they going to reprint them into regular booster packs, or are they going to have them come out? We can buy them in a booster themselves, like a Secret Layer booster pack with alternate art cards, yada, yada, yada. Well, guys, as you scroll down just a little, you'll see here that the in Magic versions will be available on the list and findable in set boosters as long as players are still interested in opening them. Basically meaning if we don't complain that we don't want that we want that if we don't complain about them being in the list, they're going to leave them in there. And to start, they'll appear on the list more frequently than other cards to make them easier to find. And in the future, we may reprint these cards in other products. We have that flexibility. So basically what they're doing, guys, is all them people that bought all them Secret Layers talking about, oh, this is going to be the best thing ever. This is going to be worth a lot of money because they're never going to do it again because they said they won't. Guess what? They lied. These cards will now be able to be gotten, given, taken, bought in any Magic the Gathering set that has a list, which is every set moving forward because of set boosters. Not to mention they're talking about reprinting these cards in other products, which could be the actual packs themselves of draft or collector's boosters or whatever. All they're going to do is the list is doing really good in the secondary market, and by injecting these cards in, they can satisfy the people while not damaging the secondary market too much, so they can actually reprint those really sweet cards, since Modern's on an uptick, into actual more modern style sets like Modern Horizons, um, a Masters set like Ultimate Masters, and still have them be worth money and valuable because there's not that many out there because they're not being flooded in the market by the list. And once again, what this means for these guys that bought all these secret layers, 10, 12, 20 boxes trying to invest in them, I just got one thing to tell you. Wah, wah. Guys, there's no way to know for sure if a card is going to be worth any money when Wizards of the Coast prints it. The only way to be sure is the reserve list. And I know we can talk all day about the reserve list is a lie. We shouldn't have the reserve list. But let's be honest, guys. Do you not want to have cards that are worth money? Let me ask you this question. If they started slowly morphing cards to the reserve list, cards that were extremely overpowered, or say for example a secret layer, would that not make you buying them and you having them more happy? I mean, yeah, it'd be hard for you to get them, but you would know over time they couldn't reprint them, so they'd be worth money. So up front, it would make you want to buy things. You know, right now it's you want to buy them, and then they just keep reprinting them until they're not worth anything. And then you spend all this money, all this time to maybe get what you want, maybe not, and then have no resale value. It's basically like paying to play Magic Arena. You buy all this digital product that you can't get back because it's not actual packs and cards, and the money's just gone. That's essentially what happens when they do reprints and start driving card prices down. That's why collector boosters are really, I hate to say a good thing, because they give you the option to get those special cards that are not in set boosters, not in draft boosters, and have that collectability. Biggest example of this, Jeweled Lotus. A full border, or no, I'm sorry, a full art Jeweled Lotus that is foil goes for over $1,000 graded. A regular Jeweled Lotus that you would pull out of any draft pack or anything else, $100. Worth 10 times the money, but you could only get it in collector boosters. So not only does that make that card valuable, it makes a sealed product that much more valuable. And that's what you want in a collectible game. You need to have things like draft boosters just to play the game, because all the cards are going to be cheap for the most part. I mean, let's not talk about Modern Horizons because it's a joke. But anyway, most cards that come out, the boxes will be cheap, the cards will be cheap, easy for everybody to play. And then we want a little collectability. You can get in the set boosters, maybe grab you a good card from the list from back in the day for a couple extra dollar or so. And then for all those whales out there who want that special card that will stay special and not get reprinted, you have the collector boosters. And apparently, some people thought that's what that I had some, we'll call them spirited discussions with. That was what Secret Layer was. But guess what? Now it's not. And the main reason is they didn't make the commitment not to reprint them, so they could do it anytime they want. They could reprint if they wanted to. They could come back out and reprint a Secret Layer again, and just resell it on the second go round. I mean, maybe they can't for some kind of legal law, but this is another loophole of them getting around that. Just like Judge foils, before when cards were on the reserve list, they printed cards on the reserve list as Judge foils because of some weird loophole, and I'm not gonna get into it. It's a long story. If you don't know about it, go look it up. But basically, they had to close all those loopholes so the reserve list would actually be stay, and they couldn't take from it anymore. So, with all that said, again, sorry for you guys who bought Secret Layers. Hooray for us that we now get Secret Layers the easy way and apparently the cheap way. So as you keep going down, it also tells you that these cards will be considered equivalent game pieces, meaning you could only play 4 copies or 1 copy, depending on your format, of either Magic version or Universe Beyond in your deck. So basically, if you had a Secret Layer card and the same card in Universe Beyond or the list, you can only still play 4, even though they're different frames, different art, different names because it'll be referenced the same. I think they really did this the first time and kind of prepped us for this with the Godzilla in Ikoria, where the Godzilla cards were the exact same cards that they're Godzilla creatures, but underneath they had a little name saying what card it was in the Magic set. So you couldn't play 8 of them, for example. And that's what they're doing here. So it also says additionally we've begun expanding the time frame for Secret Lair is available to expand access. The upcoming Universe Beyond Secret Lair, it's worth the wait to hear about. We swear, like they all well, anything to try to get people to buy this stuff. Will be available as part of a super drop over the course of a full month, coupled with the expansion of the regions to which Secret Lairs can ship. We expect most players who want these drops to be able to get them. Basically, what this means is trying to do it in a one day, hey, buy this or you don't get it anymore, has basically been flushed down the toilet because not only is getting the product a hassle because it's so far behind on shipping, the product comes not correct, it comes bent, it comes damaged, some people can't get it, that people actually stopped buying Secret Lairs because they weren't good. And this is what you get, guys. When they see that something's not good, they change how they present it so that you actually want to get it, you want to buy it, so they can actually do something with it because they're losing money on it. So remember that next time you spend, $400 or $500 for, Modern Horizon Collector Booster. Um, just saying. But that's another video. So moving on, we do plan to do this for all upcoming soon to be announced Secret Lairs and Universe Beyond partnership. We do plan to go back and do this for. We do not plan to go back and do this for cards from The Walking Dead. Notice The Walking Dead is the only one they targeted, so every Secret Lair before that is now a free-for-all to be put in set list, in packs, and to see reprints. So, yeah, so much for a special product. So, and it says, moving beyond, as we continue to develop Universe Beyond lineup, expect more updates, changes, and growth. We believe the intersection of beloved worlds and characters and Magic system brings happiness to players alike, yada, yada, yada. So I do like this. I don't like Secret Lairs. It's awful. This shows it. It was a bad marketing tool. They took the money and they ran with it. But what it will show is now you can buy those cards on Secret Lairs, and maybe they'll be worth something, maybe they won't. But the only cards that will be worth something are the art cards and are cards that are worth playing, not just any random card, because people don't care about some of that stuff they printed. Like for example, they banned Uro and then put him in a Secret Lair. Yeah, thanks a lot, buddy. Nice card. You know, but now we can actually have those cards to play, and if we want to spend money on the special stuff, we can do that as well. Which will give Secret Lair a little bit of extra. But to be honest, if there's a cheaper version out there, more often than not, for play decks, people are not going to want that instead of the special Secret Lair version. Because also, too, so up there at the top, they said they would extend the access time, which means one day is not enough. We're not selling enough product even to recover our losses or make the profit that we need. So we're going to open it up for days, maybe weeks at a time, and pray that it gives enough people enough time to buy enough for us to make enough money and profit in our margins to make these printings worthwhile. My thing to that, guys, don't buy Secret Lair. Just wait till it comes out, 6 months or whenever it is later as an actual card in the list and just use it. Why would you want to spend all that money up front? Because you're going to open set boosters anyway, or the new boosters that come out. Why waste money on Secret Lair unless there's something you really got to have? And if that's your shebang and your thing, then so be it. You have at it. But for me, this is the exact reason why I will never buy Secret Lair. I haven't bought Secret Lair, and thank God I didn't, because this would have just been a severe waste of money. Except for apparently The Walking Dead, which, they took everybody's money, then banned it, and yeah, good business practice, guys. Go team. Now, with that said, I'm not going to say that I have too much pride to not buy a Secret Lair if they put something out there that I can't keep my money from jumping out of my wallet. Something like a Legend of Zelda, Samus, Final Fantasy. Like, there's some Secret Lairs they could print that I could just not prevent myself from opening up my wallet and throwing my debit card at the screen repeatedly until I get a beeping sound and I buy some stuff. But all in all, so far they haven't done that. I don't think they will. Now, Lord of the Rings is coming up. that's pushing the envelope, depending on how they do it. That maybe I am a Lord of the Rings fan, but not as much as I am an old retros gaming fan. I was geek for geek was cool. So, with that said, guys, thanks a lot for your time. I do appreciate it. This is the news. I hope the gods didn't lose your butt buying Secret Layers. And as always, guys, let's go in LGS this weekend. Modern Horizons 2 pre-release. See you there. And remember, this is your captain speaking. Until next time, be kind, and I'll see you at the pre-release.